Have you ever felt powerless? Like someone was just deliberately making your life miserable, and no matter what you did, nothing worked? That was me. Every day, people were calling me, texting me, all because of one guy, Tom. And I was done being ignored, done being disrespected. So I decided to give him a taste of his own medicine. If you've ever had someone cross the line, belittle you, or just make your life a living hell, hit that like button and subscribe, because today I'm sharing one of the most satisfying revenge stories you'll ever hear. One that's equal parts petty, hilarious, and totally earned. I'd had my current phone number for about 2 years. At first, it was just my number, my personal little space in the world. But soon, that piece disappeared. I started getting calls, random calls, messages, people asking for someone named Tom. At first, I thought, okay, it's just a mistake. I explained politely every single time. Sorry, you have the wrong number. But it didn't stop. People kept calling. Real estate agents, salespeople, random strangers, all looking for this Tom. And then it got worse. Eventually, I realized something infuriating. Tom himself was giving out my number, deliberately, to businesses, to strangers, to anyone who might annoy me. At that moment, I felt a mix of emotions I couldn't even name at first. Anger, sharp like a knife digging into my chest. Frustration, that slow burn ache in your stomach when you know something is unfair and you're powerless to stop it. Betrayal, like being punched by someone you never expected to hurt you. I felt my blood pressure rise every time my phone buzzed. I couldn't even enjoy my meals without thinking, who's calling this time? What fresh hell is Tom putting me through today? Conflict escalation. I tried everything. I blocked numbers, changed my voicemail greeting, even considered changing my number. But it was pointless. Tom had clearly decided this was a game and I was the target. And it wasn't just the calls. It was the audacity of it, the deliberate trolling, the smug sense of power he must have felt every time my phone rang and I groaned in frustration. It reached a point where my patience snapped. My frustration wasn't quiet anymore. It was hot, tangible, like lava running through my veins. I wanted to make him feel that helplessness, that absolute irritation, that gnawing feeling of losing control. Turning point. So I waited. The next time a real estate agent called asking for Tom, I didn't politely explain myself. I didn't get flustered. I did something completely different, something that, in my mind, was perfect revenge. I replied with a text. Hey, it's Tom. Sorry I can't answer your call right now. I'm getting my ass fucked at a furry convention. And I hit send. I almost laughed out loud at how absurdly ridiculous it was, the sheer vulgarity, the audacity. Then I waited. Revenge execution. I sent the same text once more, just to be safe. And then it happened. Missed calls. Several of them, back to back, from who I could only assume was Tom himself. My heart skipped a beat as I imagined him fumbling, confused, flustered, maybe even panicked. I didn't answer. I didn't reply. I just waited and let the chaos I had unleashed play out. And then, silence. No more calls, no more messages, not a single person asking for Tom again. It was beautiful, sweet, pure justice.
I can only imagine the look on Tom's face. That smug sense of power he had thought he wielded over me evaporated in an instant. I didn't just win, I humiliated him. I took his little game and turned it into a joke at his own expense. And the best part? He didn't even see it coming. For once, I felt in control. I felt validated. I felt the raw satisfaction of watching someone finally realize they were wrong, without lifting a finger beyond one perfectly crafted, hilarious text. Sometimes, revenge doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. Sometimes it's the little things, the clever, subtle, utterly satisfying paybacks that feel the sweetest. And in this case, my number stayed mine, my sanity intact, and Tom finally learned a lesson about respect, albeit the hardest, most absurd way possible. If this story gave you chills, or even made you laugh, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen or pulled off? And of course, subscribe for more stories of karma, justice, and petty payback that you won't believe actually happened. Conclusion. How I stopped someone from giving my number out. Yep, one of those stories. This one's kind of short. I have had my current phone number for about 2 years, and for a while I would often get phone calls and messages from all sorts of people asking for a Tom. Despite all my efforts to tell Tom and his contacts that they have the wrong number, they wouldn't listen. Eventually, Tom started giving out my number to real estate agents and other businesses to annoy me. At this point, I got sick of this bullshit, so the next time someone called me asking for a Tom, I would message them back and tell them, "Hey, it's Tom. Sorry, I can't answer your call. I'm getting my ass fucked at a furry convention right now." It took me sending this message twice for me to get several missed phone calls from who I presume is Tom, quite upset at me. Then I never got anyone calling me looking for Tom again.